Paul Appleby reforms. He was famous for Indian Institute of Public Administration, establishing IIPA and ONM, Indian Institute of Public and ONM, which was also recommended by other committees, no doubt. But he was the one who established this ONM in India to a large extent. So, Paul Appleby has written a famous book, Big Democracy. Big Democracy. बहुत पॉपुलर बुक है. What is the reference of this term big democracy? Right? Now see how UPSC manipulates. That is why students say out of syllabus, but out of syllabus नहीं होता है. It is somewhere very subsidiary part of the content that you study. So see how UPSC makes the question. Big democracy requires reinventing government today. अब ये क्वेश्चन बन गए 10 मार्क्स में. ठीक है, दो ऐसे टर्म्स आ गए, एक आपको पता है, एक नहीं पता. So somewhere from common sense you can write कि अच्छा ठीक है, reinventing किस लिए होगा, right? Now what is he referring to? He refers to two countries, US and India, and he believes they are the big democracies. Big in what sense? Both geographical, demographic. Population भी बहुत ज़्यादा है इंडिया की तो टेक्निकली, और US का कहीं ना कहीं geographical spread बहुत बड़ा है. And then he says that these big democracies, they will have big problems. The big problem refers to the diverse problems that they will witness. So his term, big democracy, is a reference to demographic profile, right? Data, statistics, geographical spread. Simple. So in his book, he has 1954-55, he has written this book, very popular. He now justifies this idea that public administration, जब democracy बहुत बड़ी होगी, ठीक है, ये concept paper 1, 2 दोनों में use हो सकता है. The big democracy in India failed to achieve the goals of traditional planning, right? Planning Commission in India promoted or somewhere restricted the growth of big democracy and its ideals of development. अभी जहाँ ये यूज़ होगा इसका सेंस अलग अलग हो सकता है, ठीक है, बट ही इज़ यूजिंग इन द रेफरेंस दैट देयर इज बिग सोसाइटीज एंड दे हैव वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स. दैट इज अ सिंपल लॉजिक. सो ही सेज ये इतने चैलेंजेस हैं यहाँ पे दैट वी यूज द टर्म बिग डेमोक्रेसी. फाइन. सो नाउ इन दिस book he has talked about this idea that as the role of governments will increase, the role of administration will increase, and administration will become monopolizer of all the activities. तो पॉल एप्पलबाई का जो ये कॉन्सेप्ट है और वॉल्डो का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, दे आर सेम, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्टेट. So Waldo talks about administration. Last year, 2022, a question was based on the same logic. People might say it is from administrative law. Yes, prima facie, on the face of it, the question seems to be of administrative law, but it is not. It is administrative law and nature of public administration. Both are interlinked.
So can you explain what is administrative state?
I am coming to that. Yes. So, big democracy and the concept of administrative state. Whenever the society will require a provision of services for such a huge population that cannot be supported by private sector, that can only be supported by government. So when government will be involved in this multi or diverse activities, there will be increasing role of administration. So an administrative state is one which takes up the welfare activities, which has monopoly dominantly over these services, right? But obviously these functions will not be performed without any logic. So administrative state का concept क्या है? Where the administration is the central player in providing all the goods and services, but at the same time the administration understands that how efficiently these services can be provided. So see, generally what we say that when administration is providing services, it fails to deliver services, right? This is the idea. He is saying no. This administration will be reforming itself and it will be improving itself and it will be providing the services to the people. One aspect is that कि ये स्टेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एफिशिएंट है. दूसरा एस्पेक्ट दैट so it is efficient and it provides welfare functions. What is the second aspect? When the state provides so many services, then it becomes powerful. Are you getting it? The administrative state is also a reference where administration exercises immense authority, but not in a negative sense. Negative bhi ho sakta hai. See, we cannot rule out. But Waldo says that majority of the functions are performed by administration and it exercises extensive authority. Huge authority. So हाँ ऑब्वियसली लेवियथन से कर सकते हैं, बट लेवियथन एक हाँ थोड़ा ट्रेडिशनल कॉन्सेप्ट है. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्टेट एक मॉडर्न कॉन्सेप्ट है कि इफ़ वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द रोल ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इट इज़ फॉर द ग्रेटर गुड ऑफ द सोसाइटी. लेवियथन का कॉन्सेप्ट है कि भाई स्टेट जो है वो प्राइमरली पावर सीकर है, राइट. इट मोनोपोलाइजेस सेंट्रलाइजेस पावर इनटू इटसेल्फ. तो वो थोड़ा नेगेटिव व्यू में है. नहीं, बट आपने नेगेटिव पर्सपेक्टिव से इसको ट्रीट किया ना, उसको इसको पॉजिटिव पर्सपेक्टिव से आपने ट्रीट किया कि एक्सपैंडिंग रोल ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इज नॉट बैड फॉर सोसाइटी. Leviathan says expanding role of administration is basically bad for the society. It is restricting the individual liberty and freedom. So this is a positive view, administrative state.
So, like, scope